Hey guys, this is The Wandering Wind. I'm your host Gregory, and as always, if you like the video, hit that like button. If you really enjoy my content and want to see more, hit that subscribe button down below. And as always, if you have comments, questions, concerns, or the like, the comment section is down below, and links will be in the description box. Let's get started. So today, last night the Switch released right at midnight. And my thoughts on it, while I don't own one, are many and varied. Thought number one, this could be really, really beneficial for Nintendo. The Wii U was a flop mainly because it catered more to the casual audience, which was not their primary demographic in the years that it was active. This move by Nintendo kind of damned them with that, because the previous generation, the Wii, the original Wii, got by on a fluke, on a gimmick that no one had ever seen before. No one had ever thought, hey, let's put motion controllers on a console and play it. At least, not these kind of motion controls. Not ones that worked this well. So, the Wii came as a huge surprise to everyone. But then, Nintendo made the mistake of basically rehashing an old idea. They took the motion controls, they took the main ideas from that, but then they added a second screen. And they thought, oh well, we got by on a gimmick once, we'll get by on a gimmick again. That ended up being a very, very, very bad idea. Critical reception for the Wii U was horrible, and no one liked it. And it didn't help that the third-party support was nearly non-existent. Now we come to the Switch, and many of the same problems could arise with the Switch that did with the Wii U. Third-party support. Of the third parties that we know of, we don't know many of them that have games lined up to release yet, but we do know they're working with Nintendo. That could be a big help with not allowing the Switch to fail. However, there could come a time when tensions are strained, or if a production team is not working well or something. There are always unforeseen circumstances that can and will, in the most horrible way, delay or even cancel your plans, and this is no different. I'm assuming that at least one or two companies will probably drop out from supporting and helping Nintendo with third-party games. I don't think a lot of them will. But overall, the Switch's third-party support is a lot better than with the Wii U. I think that gives it a really good chance of succeeding, and I think that means that at least in that area, the Switch isn't going to end up falling short of the mark. Now, technology-wise, Nintendo has never been about the power behind the console. Okay, originally with the NES and the Super NES and the N64, they were kind of the leaders in those technologies. First the 8-bit era, then the 16-bit era, and then finally the 64-bit era. Other than that, with its latest consoles, they haven't really focused that much on power, but rather marketability and compatibility with people of all ages across their demographics. That could be good, that could be bad, because while graphics do not make a game, graphics are very important to some very significant people that influence a lot of gamers and buyers out there. But it does at least have 720, I do believe, on its built-in screen. And I do believe you can get up to 1080 on the actual big screen, maybe even 4K. I'm not sure. That remains to be seen. I don't own one. Even if I did own one, my television does not support 4K. It only supports 1080p, and that's good enough for me. But, but the gimmick of the Switch, I think, is a lot better played than the gimmick that was supposed to carry the Wii U. The gimmick of the Switch is that, hey, it's a portable and a home console in one. That's never been done before. Not truly. Now, you could say that the NVIDIA Shield TV, the NVIDIA Shield console, which does have a mini HDMI or micro HDMI output, that could have been considered a portable and home console hybrid, but considering it wasn't of the mainstream market, that wasn't exactly a big contender for that particular area. Not to mention the asking price was a bit much for a lot of people because they first saw Android and then they saw the price and it's like, I can buy an Android thing for a quarter of that price. And you can, but you probably won't get as good a performance. But I digress. NVIDIA technology inside, and the cartridges. Now, the cartridges, I think, are a good idea because you can, in theory, if Nintendo had gone that way, they could have made it to where all the DLC that you buy goes directly onto the cartridge instead of being stored in the system memory, which usually ends up being a real drag if you want to play it on someone else's console but don't have the DLC with it. But I mean, you know, it's just an idea. And I don't think it came to fruition. We'll see. But when it comes to content, there's a really good lineup. We've got Splatoon 2, we've got Breath of the Wild, we've got Skyrim supposedly coming, and other Bethesda titles as well. Please, Nintendo, please give the Nintendo exclusive gamers Fallout 4, please. Or at least Fallout New Vegas or something of that ilk. As far as the long-term success of the product, I do see a long-term pattern of success if Nintendo plays its cards right. If they continue to create and release good and even excellent games, not just from their own IP, but from third-party platforms that will help them out. If they continue to do that, the Switch, I feel, will be a huge success. Now, what could bog the Switch down? Critical reviews. Critical reviews are everything in the world of marketing and online commerce, e-commerce, because a lot of people listen to the critical reviewers before they buy any product. Because we're all sheep. Even I admit that I do that. I did that before I even bought the Mi Box because I'm like, okay, how is this going to work for me? And it ended up being quite good, but if I hadn't have looked it up first, I could have been very disappointed with the product that came out of the box, but I wasn't. So, in conclusion, the Switch, I believe, will be a huge success for Nintendo and can be a huge boon for their sales and their figures. Nintendo was tanking for a lot of time in the last couple of years, and their continued existence was riding on the success and the overall performance of the Switch. I believe Nintendo made the right decision, went with their guns, and came out with a product that will be able to carry them forward so that they can be the future and the hope of gamers everywhere. Thank you guys for watching. As I said before, if you really like this video, hit that like button. If you want to see more from me, hit that subscribe button over here. And as always, if you love my content, if you have any comments, any thoughts, any questions, any concerns, leave them down below in the comment section below. And as always, I love you very much. I will talk to you again soon. You guys have been awesome, and I can't say anything more. You guys are awesome. I love you guys very much.